Inside where you dey let na home and abroad. Bringing development. Ecko Media, we strive for the best. We unify, sensitize, and inform everyone. Hey, we get political discussions, entertainment and sports if we get. The morning sessions, Ecko Morning Show. We dey bring come to you. Ecko Media TV for development nomination. Independent media house. We dey so and we dey strong. Ecko Media TV for development nomination. You like you dey home and abroad. We dey so and we dey strong. We dey so for talk about wetin dey happen. Now we country salon. We dey give you the news. Wait for the use. We also dey talk about wetin dey happen. Now the media defeating the lies of the fake people. Religious discussions, newspaper review, we go bring all the hot topics where you want for no na Ecko Media TV for development nomination. Independent media house. We dey so and we dey strong. Ecko Media TV for development nomination. You like you dey home and abroad. We dey so and we dey strong. Me fambulem. If you want to continue for enjoy Ecko Media TV, you go visit we on this.
Good morning and welcome to 1st of April. The program now Ecko Morning Show. Wherever you dey, you dey watch we live from we 48 Shaka Stephen Street through we Facebook and we YouTube channel. Remember say we also there on TikTok and we there on Instagram. You we want to be part of the program. You go comment responsibly with phone number official 076946948. This number there on WhatsApp and also on regular text message. Be responsible. This morning, we don't see how the social media is taking turn day by day. Well, sometimes since we day in the digital world now, we day in the space wherein everybody's striving and trying to be relevant. We don't see where the All People's Congress at one point in time, they may get some kuskas, they may get some do about the elections. This morning we will be opportune as they don't pull a new elections date when at this Saturday where they come. Mikhail Payambak-Roma will come and give you updates of the All People's Congress, the elections. At the same time, like social media, how draw the day, people then they put fake news there and there. Honorable Munir Lansana also go come follow we discuss about social media, rhymes, lies, advantage and disadvantage. Well, another U-turn yesterday in the Well of Parliament, where we see them table something about National Elections Watch where Marcella Samba the header. They accuse the Commission for Corruption, unexplained money where they don't get, where EU give them donor fund. Based on that, to be reached out to EU, but unfortunately they say they're not going to comment on that. Let the government deal with that. Then go only come through the government, not media. According to the EU person yesterday will reach out to. But the one that win at the CSOs, then we blow this whistle. We all know say CSO are whistleblowers. At the same time, government and opposition checkmates. So we go talk to a personality where they part of this consortium of CSOs. Make it can tell we waiting bring about this. Well, we don't know this investigation where Parliament is try for investigate. We see where Honorable Selu from Moyamba District come and puts a hold on her. Well, unfortunately, Honorable Selu not able to appear on the show. We'll try to get her on the phone line. Why he been decide for do that? But then at this point in time, he busy in the drive for another engagement. But we also get on the phone line somebody we go can introduce himself and he go tell we waiting bring about the whistle where them blow on you. Good morning and welcome to Ecko Morning Show.
Good morning, Madam Elizabeth. Good morning to the esteemed viewers on Facebook and the listeners on the radio land.
All right. So for the purpose of we listeners, where they watch you out there, who are we speaking to, and in which capacity will they talk to you?
You dey talk to Daniel S. Pewa, we are the communication lead for the CSO National Consortium on Public Accountability.
All right, Daniel, na the PRO for the CSOs, then we blow this whistle on National Elections Watch, headed by Madam Masala Samba. Unfortunately, also we reached out to Masala Samba yesterday, but he said in the whole consultative meeting for make them come up with a formal press release. Ain't no they go na media yet, or you know the comments. Since the thing don't go na parliament, then go wait until waiting the proceedings to take place. So Daniel, waiting bring about this press or this whistle wanna blow about National Elections Watch.
I want to family they know say we concern or we press release what we issue not get nothing for do with a personality of Madam Marcella Samba. We press release categorically tailored on the activities, functions, and operations of the National Elections Watch when are new. We na a civil society, we serve a niche now for ensure say elections are held in an accountable, transparent, and credible manner. We are of the opinion that as a CSO consortium, we know say new over time from 2016 to 2023, don't they receive funds for and on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. And therefore, in as much as we served in the space as activists, as advocates and whistleblowers, we don't notice a series of irregularities, unaccountability, a smart with the actions and activities by new. So we see and say the only institution where we go bring on board for ensure say those irregularities are checkmated na the Parliament of Sierra Leone. So yes, we wrote a press release dated on the 30th of March 2026 from a Parliament, ask the relevant questions as and when or how those funds that are being received by new National Elections Watch is being utilized or are being utilized for and on behalf of the people of this country.
All right, but then when I don't say this money when new been don't take, when I want for like account for it, but when I get the understanding say them being monitor the elections and a part of that make them being get the money, right?
Of course, those monies were received primarily for monitoring elections, like I say 2017, 2018, 2023 elections. Yes, we know say now for monitor elections, and there are other civil society organizations, CBOs, we also monitor the elections. So our international partners or donors, they may direct them funds then they directly to new. But like I say, we are off.
But hold on, Daniel. They directed the money to new, like you say. Then been given for let it distribute among other CBOs, or then given for a own organization where probably it writes the projects.
Those are the questions we want Parliament to ask new.
But why did you guys not write directly to the new, by extension Marcella Samba, for make you explain this first, but rather wanna go straight to Parliament. Why?
Again, we are not asking Marcella Samba. She might be
the reason why I say Marcella Samba, either ways, by extension, she's still the head of the NIU. So you cannot devoid the activities of NIU from her. So why did you guys not write NIU directly for make give an explanation of how it spend the money, and why probably it not give other CBOs, but rather straight to Parliament?
To start with, we are a consortium as well, like I say. There are conversations we would only get with we constituent bodies there. We new supposed for work with, like I said, CBOs. So the question of not asking new the necessary questions as and how those monies were being spent, not to the issue. The issue is because the European Union idea Institute for Democracy and Elections Assistance, we know say now two of the main funders then that one day. But like I say, the disbursement of those monies to the relevant CSOs and CBOs, now we question. And but because we see at this moment, the only authority approach in some other ways, but since the questions were not answered to our satisfaction or expectations, we see or we deem fit say the statutory institution were responsible for checkmate fiduciary issues marked by where we institutions can receive from either governments or international partners. We deem and fit say that institution therefore ask those questions, and that is why we wrote specifically to Parliament. We copy those funders and other relevant institutions and other CSOs as well.
So what are the updates? What are the updates from Parliament as of this morning?
Well, in your intro, you made reference to waiting Parliament do yesterday. That's
as a PRO, we need it from you directly.
That is what I'm saying. As at yesterday, a private member bill was tabled in the well of Parliament, and the Speaker make a known to in colleague parliamentarians or the House, so to speak, and at the same time it was discussed. The leader of government business saw the need, because if we are asking politicians or government officials to be accountable, to be transparent to the people, I think we have to forget and introspect in our own activities, in our own operations and dealings, in making sure that waiting with the question politicians or government officials for, we self-exhibit to the highest degree, because we should be like the mirrors in which society should be able to see itself to replicate our actions. We're not going to ask officials for being accountable, for be transparent when our own activities are marred by irregularities. I don't think say it will be fine for for leaving get the legal level for questions somebody when we own activities is marred with irregularities or lack transparency. So now that make we send on a Parliament. To answer your question head on, yes, it was tabled yesterday by a private member of Parliament in the form of a private motion, and at the same time the Speaker been discussing I mean, in the world of parliament and government leader of government business, been support and few other parliamentarians, even though it was agreed that an investigation will be set up to do the investigation. A committee will be set up to investigate the activities as and how those donor funds were spent by NEO, but they're not being constituted or formed the committee as we speak.
All right, thank you very much, Daniel, for this update. We will try to get you in the studio for this discussion entirely. Thank you very much, sir.
Always a pleasure.
All right, the program now Ecko Morning Show. We go take a quick commercial break, but before the commercial break, something sparked out yesterday on social media. Her Excellency Fatima Jabibio put out a message talking directly to side chicks. Well, you were married where they left your man for other person, your man. Now the word this. Some man they married, then gets their young woman, then gets their young man, then left them man, then they be another person man. Fatima Biodon can tell we say, una say, do ya, una the side chicks then where you go, radio, make sure you go to your marriage certificate and you go with your ring because in your you know the left and give nobody. So that message where is sent and a deep message for those side chicks who doesn't know their spaces. Yes, somebody go talk say, well now then they help them pad and crash their head. But not to excuse that, yeah, go find your own so that you know go they be impossible. The program na Ecko Morning Show. LJ for appear na court today. Unfortunately, well, me not go break that news, but the people of Kenema say that they come for can support the mayor. We hope say it will be peaceful and everything will be all right. VP Julde was at the tourist ground yesterday. Wusai Ego for go see the view. So about 70 to 75% of the work is already done. That's now in the Minister of Tourism, where then they take a tour. The work is already 80. It's anytime soon we go see when they commission this giant building. Thank you very much, Madam Nabila Tunis, for this work. You have really shown a great deal of, being ahead. Congratulations. As we await for this building in Commission 1, the program is Ecko Morning Show. I am your host, Elizabeth Kefuigembe. Stay tuned as we welcome our guests. Good morning.
How you just smile for yourself so?
Ogwambon, that boku think for the Bambai. Don't.
Will you self talk na ya?
Hey, nothing no sweet neck. Where you don't keep for the Bambai. Then you still get chance for take loan, but that money where you don't keep for the Bambai.
So you do. As you boss pan jackpot so. You don't make it payable.
This is past jackpots. Where I tell you say, Ogdombon, Amina, I don't qualify for take loan. You remember that meeting when Nasit been keep for waiting at the informal sector?
Wait. That boku talk meeting?
Not to boku talk. It don't happen.
Wait, it don't happen. If you know talk, they go inside.
Hey, you know say Nasit been promised we say, Nasit not there for the one the way they work in the office no more so. Now that's why they don't come up with the salon informal sector pension scheme. That means say, elect you a fisherman, keke rider, bike rider, market man, tailor, anyone now. Once that you self you they work for, or even if you they work for other person, you for they keep small in a corner for the Bambai.
But wait so.
All right, welcome back. The program now Ecko Morning Show. This morning we see the All People's Congress. Then we get some couscous with the elections the last time. Based on that, then decide for get a rerun. Something can happen again where that rerun we don't get a hold on them. Petitions upon petition. PPRC don't put word na dossier. Then we'll get for meet them on the 7th. But they don't slate a date for the elections where na this Saturday. We get Mikhailo Payambakroma inside the studio. We can give you a full update of the elections, how the petitions they go, and waiting PPRC say when at the 7th for meet with them if the elections go further before the PPRC in petition hearing. At the same time, we get inside the studio Muniru Lansana, another great former member of parliament under the Sierra Leone People's Party. We don't see how lies they fly on social media. Somebody can once say, let me be the first for hits the story out, for hits. So clicking that one button and having a verified information and put out there, which is which. As we don't see politicians there now, when a member of parliament, they also now they don't turn bloggers, where then they hit when they click the one click on social media. It go there for discuss that. Good morning, Mikhailo, and welcome to Ecko Morning Show.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, viewers. Delighted to be on the show.
All right, Muniru Lansana, good morning, and welcome to Ecko Morning Show.
Yeah, good morning, Lizzie, and good morning, viewers out there.
All right, so they go straight. Mikhailo, I want to start with you. The All People's Congress, like in my intro, when I don't they get back and forth with these elections, people don't they expect say now for done. As the electionary year, they come very close. You can please give me an update on the slated dates for una say na this Saturday.
Yes, thank you very much. Like I said, I'm delighted for the year because I know say a lot of people go want for get clarification, especially with supporters and members. We the author a letter we communicate a public notice on the 30th of March 2026 signed by the National Secretary General Lawyer Lansana Domboya. We communicate very clearly say on the 4th of April when a Saturday we go get rerun elections for the wards the outside elections not been take place and the areas the outside they be do petition where the Independent Elections Complaints Board be don't rule. I mean, on them cases then they. So we inform the people and say we go communicate to them accordingly the venue where the elections they had to take place on the 2nd of April. But the elections will take place on the 4th of April, when on Saturday. So we also send this letter on notice to PPRC when then they regulate the conduct of political parties. We send them to the IG for let them provide security and all institutions concerned. We communicate to them accordingly. After this notice, you also go notice a PPRC being right, the party, with the entitled and conduct of rerun world elections on Saturday. Then before this time, we will not receive another letter from PPRC back with the date the 26th of March. Waiting inform the letter where Lansana Domboya write on the 30th of March. Now because PPRC don't communicate with we. This now the letter dated the 26th of March. And Lansana Domboya in notice now the 30th of March. So after this notice where Lansana pull on the 30th of March, on the 31st of March, we receive another communication from the PPRC. PPRC actually...
Done yesterday.
Yes. PPRC communicates so we clearly say all the constituencies then, because we get 132 constituencies. We constitutional makeup now the APC now based on the constituency based system and the 446 wards. So when they communicate so we say all the constituencies then where issues been there during the lower level elections, so petitions then still there. Let we put them on hold, but let we conduct elections. Now the other areas that we not get issues at all. And not all side issues been there. Kenema, for example, Lusami cover and monitor, we get 11 constituencies then they. But then 11 constituencies then they, now only one constituency we now 21. And inside that one constituency then get 6 wards, now only 1 ward. Then get issues. And even with the independent complaint body being get for rule, there's indicator clearly, yeah, all the wards that we get issues with them for do rerun, they indicate all the areas so you go see say in the 446 wards, not to too many wards then get issues, and the constituencies then back, not to all the constituencies they are affected. So as a result, therefore, I think the PPRC the advice we then give that any constituency will get problem because on constituencies then they then get 6 wards. Sometimes 3 out of them 6 wards and they been get issues. And when you come to constituency election, now the elected ward executives and the outgoing constituency executive now they now delegate panel election. So you no go conduct election day where half of the constituency delegates the way for vote, then get issues. They not certify them for qualify for vote. So the advice wey PPRC give, e no bad, because now they're responsible for guide the conduct of political parties. Now then they regulate the conduct of political parties. Now make anything they do as a party, would they refer to them, and then back they get onto me with correspondences. They say after the Independent Elections Complaint Board don't rule, some people they will still dissatisfied, then go to PPRC. And again, that not the channel. You see, APC is guided by a constitution. This election, how will it take place? First of all, what we need for now, get the APC constitution, this one. All what they do is inside this constitution. After this constitution, we get the PPRC Act, where they will review in 2022. Now then they regulate the conduct of the party. Then from there, we get this election, internal election rules and regulations. So now then 3 documents here, they guide the conduct of these elections, and would they go strictly by then document here. The document are very simple. First of all, we dissatisfy you, they utilize internal mechanisms, alternative dispute resolutions mechanism inside the party. Now make we get the elections complaint board. Where you go to complain day, then go sit on them, they resolve them, in line with the laws, waiting the law provide. If the law say Shaka Stephen Street, Wellington Street Junction, now they the polling station for this election award 111. Then you go take and you pull out, you can't go na cutting tree. You go put and you don't go against the law because not to so the law say. The election rules are very clear, and all the correspondences then clear. So issues then they now because of location. Who side the party direct saying that the election for take place? Some people not today then go conduct the elections, and the party go direct saying that yeah, this election for take place because of accessibility. For example, where you go now Ward 175, Nagbonkolenken Chiefdom. Ward 175 now a ward where is sparsely populated. We mean say not a cluster population. People let it come up from different side. If I put the center in the middle, for example, if it's somebody come on Masakong, you come on Makande, you come out Ropoli, you forget the center outside when I all for commit. But you not go put the center outside at 15 miles. Where you left the middle, where somebody go just cover 6-7 miles for camp. So the party be advised accordingly, and the party give demarcations as to outside then TR for take place. So them petitions, they are all the Independent Elections Complaint Board, where the chairman a lawyer Ibrahim Sori, and the secretary to that committee, they a lawyer Usman Soya Kamara. Then we don't ensure say the rule accordingly. The one that will dissatisfy now then go PPRC. But PPRC not stop the APC for go ahead with 2 elections. Then just tell say any side with problem day, law will not conduct election day, so that will not go disenfranchise the one that will still go with dissatisfaction to PPRC. They say then go communicate to we on the 2nd of April, all the one that will send petition, and then go sit on the matter on the 7th of April. So for them constituencies and they were affected, let the party put them on hold until we resolve the issues. And we as a party not get problem with that, because on the responsibility for here complaints the way people they can go to them. But we also know say the decision where the Independent Elections Complaint Body take, not a bad one. And at the end of the day, we go resolve it amicably and move on.
All right, Mikhailo, you don't explain that the 7-9 PPRC get for sit down on the complaints and then get forget to hold on the other areas we get highly petition. Now, how will I get for ensure for navigate this process in a way for long avoid another petition?
Would they navigate the process properly? I think after PPRC, there is no way again somebody not go satisfied with PPRC go don't give final ruling. What will they do? All the mistakes that will take place in this election, when our ward elections, it doesn't mean Boku, we get about 446 wards, the whole country, simultaneously the elections may they go. We don't identify the mistakes then. Most of the mistakes that will take place now because people will not go by the instructions within the elections, with the elections, internal election rules and regulations. There why I've been taking me time for explain there why in a video series, so that not to everybody we not go read and write, not go understand. So I explain the rules then from the start of the rules then, all waiting for happen at ward, all waiting for happen at constituency, at district, at specialized organs, till go to flag bearer. I've been taking me time, I explain this in Creole, in videos we will circulate. And we don't get thorough education, but some people they know they go by the rules. And any game where you know they play by the rules, I mean, not of you are played and if we go by the rules there, we know they get issues in the elections. But people and the way also very smart. They know so there are rules guiding the election or the electoral process. Anybody we go against the rules and then people and they read the rules then they read always in the then they read the constitution, then they read the PPRC Act, so they know their rights. So the best way for avoid all of the issues and then for go by the rules. We go by the rules, issues nobody. And so for the consumption of listeners them, these were the petitions received by the board. Cambia district will be get constituency 58, 59, 60, 62, and 57 petitions every day. Now that particular area day. And Port Local district will be get constituency 74, 75, 68, and 73. Tonkolili district will be get constituency 54 and 51. We have been two no more. Falaba district will get constituency 39, 40, 41, and 42. Falaba district now 4 constituencies then daily. So it means all the constituencies then they get issues. So now then kind of the PP actually they say no, for Falaba, when I put on hold till we resolve everything. For example, you get Koinadugu district and 44. They were affected. You get Moyamba district where na constituency 94, 96, and 93 being get petition. Now after the rule, you go notice it's something only 2 instead of these 3. So most of them reduce because some of the cases them with them bring come with them petition and not be all water. So then go by the evidence. You get Kono districts who get Boku constituencies the way they be petition. Constituency 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, and 30 then petition there. They get Kenema district we na only one constituency 21. And inside this constituency 21 we get 6 wards. Now only 1 ward. All the 5 wards they not been get issues. Now only 1 ward. They get Bond districts, constituency 92, 90, and 91. They be petitioner. You get Bombali districts, we inside been get many issues. They been petition constituency 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, and 38. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 1 constituency they not been petitioned because 8 constituencies then get it. They get Kaine district, then petition constituency 63, 64, 65, and 66. You get Pujon district, constituency 100 and 102. We are petition. Then you kind of western area. You get constituencies 105, 109, 117, 118, 116, 119, 124, 125, 127, 129, and 131. All of those were petitions. But inside them constituency, you get what's them. Some of them constituencies then you get 3 wards or 4 wards as the case may be. Not all the wards then be get issues. Some wards then they okay. Now only few of the wards then be get issues. So now after where the board don't sit down, APC ward level elections rerun summary of ICB decision IEMC cancellation. Some side and then a cancel and cancel. Not to say a petition. Then cancel because maybe of the voting mechanism. Sometimes confusion begin before the election it take place. They not start early, so then cancel. So not to all sign a petition. These are the petitions where I don't read. So the cancellation now and the ruling will then give the one they will for actually conduct election. Now then this Eastern Region, Kenema District, the decision at that constituency 21 ward 069 are they no more for conduct. Out of the 11 constituency and about 43 wards. Now only 1 ward out of the 43 wards. They can Kono district, the decision at that constituency 23, 26, constituency 23, now 1 ward, winner ward 79. Constituency 26, now 1 ward, winner ward 90. Constituency 26, back again, you get ward 90, 91, they get ward 93, and ward 90. So the China Kono, we actually get wards the winner 3 in our constituency 26. Now 3 wards them. Constituency 29, now 1 ward, and 23, now 1 ward. So you get Boku wards than this. So decide them. Mathematically, we get issue the minimal, no Boku. You get Western area. But all the Boku constituencies in our Western area, we do petition. About how many constituencies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 11. After we, the ICB don't sit down, IECB don't sit down, and don't watch all the cases that we then put forward. Western area, rural district, for example, cancellation, them in council, constituency 109, 1 green ward. 109 actually they God reach. Now they 109 now only one word. Ward 386. Inside that constituency, you get Boku wards, but now only one word. You understand? Western area, East District. For example, constituency 118, Ward 413, constituency 119, Ward 417. Now they do this rerun election. They get cancellation. Constituency 116, constituency 116, you get 3 wards and the Ward 407, 408, 409, and Ward 414. Western area, West District, that now this area also of this. Yana West District, now only 2 constituencies. Constituency 125, Ward 431, and constituency 127, Ward 435. Now they no more than get for do. They come to cancellation. Constituency 125, they be cancelled 1 ward day. When I Ward 430, then get for do elections. Constituency 124, they be cancelled. Ward 427, then get for do elections. You go to the south, you get Bond District. You get constituency 90. Inside constituency 90, now 3 wards them. 4 wards there for do election. Ward 312, Ward 313, Ward 314, and Ward 316. Constituency 91 now 1, Ward 318. And constituency 92 now 1, Ward 324. Now they therefore do this election. They come to Moyamba District. Inside Moyamba District, but you go find out say now only 2 constituencies. Constituency 96, now only 1 ward winner, Ward 339. And constituency 94, now there you get 3 wards. Ward 330, 331, and 332. They go to Pujon District. Pujon District, you get constituency 102, winner 1 ward. We for the veteran position. In fact, now for 1 position no more. Winner for the veteran position. And we get Boku positions about 16. You at ward level about 11. Para 11 in only 1 position. Winner the veteran leader. Let's say people unconscious. Now you no more than petition. Constituency 100. Now the 8 positions they all therefore do now this constituency election for. They be cancelled. Then northern region and northwest region, you get Tonkolili District. Now 2 constituencies. Constituency 54 and constituency 54 now 2 wards. In fact, now only 1 constituency. Ward 180 and Ward 181. They get Falaba District. We in now constituency 40, 41, 42, 43. That are all the constituencies in the Falaba District. They get cancellation. Constituency 40, they be cancelled 131. They get Bombali District. But all the petitions that we come for Bombali District. Now after they sit down on the ruling, constituency 32, 34, and 38. Only 3 constituencies out of the 8. With them in petition and 7 them petition. Now constituency 32, Ward 105, constituency 32, you get Ward 106, and constituency 34, you get Ward 113, constituency 38, you get Ward 123. So out of the 7 with them petition, now only 3. The 4 go clear. Then you get to cancellation. Who side then cancel? Constituency 37, then cancel 2 wards day, constituency 31, 1 ward, and constituency 32, 1 ward, and 34, 1 ward. This not cancellation. I've been there after the election, so I've been showing some videos of some skirmishes where people be the fed, so then cancel left side the day. Kaine District, constituency 63, 64, 65, and 65. So 65, you get Ward 220 and Ward 221. 64, you get Ward 217, and 63, you get Ward 212. Where now partially rerun, 1 position. One polling center no more, not to all side. Only a partial rerun. They get constituency 66, when are 3 wards, when are 225, 227, and 228. You come to Cambia District. Cambia District, the decision are that you get constituency 59, we then get for do 2 wards, when are Ward 198 and Ward 199. You get constituency 60, we then get for do 3 wards, when I was 201, 202, 203. They get constituency 62, we then get for do 4 wards. Ward 208, 209, 210, and 211. The constituency 57, then get for do Ward 190, Nakambia District. They get Port Local District, then get for rerun constituency 68, 2 wards. When I was 249, and 250. Constituency 73, then get for do Ward 254. And the cancellations now being constituency 75 when I one word and constituency 68 when I one word. So constituency 75 then get for do word 235 and constituency 68 then get for do word 248. So these now the decision of the Independent Complaint Board, now the APC. So this decision we then take, some people they okay with the decision, the few way not okay, then decide for go PPAC. Now that make PPAC send this correspondence to we with the date the 31st of March and tell we say conduct of rerun ward elections will slate for Saturday 4th April. They say the constituencies that we get petition, let we put on hold and then petition and then go send on to we the 2nd of April and on the 7th then go sit down on the matter. After then done with them, we can still conduct the own elections.
All right, then I full updates, Payamba, just give Ecko morning show through to the supporters. This now the program where they come to you every Monday through Friday, 7:30 right through the end. Now let we come to me, Muniru. Muniru, you don't see how the social media it gets advantage and disadvantage.
Yeah.
Of late, honorables they all don't turn bloggers where they click at one goal, and this don't they cause so much problem. So man won't be the first for give information out there. Oh, na me first buster, na me platform, or na me talk about her. You know, you don't deny the well of parliament, one an decision makers. How you feel say this could cause danger as we head into elections?
Well, the side I will start now for say it is not gainsaying for say the social media they help out in terms of speed when it comes to information, but the question around them when it comes to accuracy now don't become worrisome, especially when you look at the media landscape and how the information and they go out and how they receive them. And so if we discuss the social media, especially how individuals then where you think say supposed for be part of decision making at the highest body, yet they degenerate themselves to an aspect where they go down to the social media level, and not to just for say things where positively go impact society, but rather for just be like a first to communicate. And this first to communicate now don't become the problem, because when you look at the factors we attach to them system, then they some people they even take the necessary steps for make sure say one, them validate, two, then give accurate information. Where now really not the problem. And if then thing they are not be checkmate, waiting that happen, you did notice say when it comes to electioneering, like how my brother the gay account, you dey see people go be rather focusing on the bad sides rather than on the good sides. For instance, if you go na me YouTube page, I don't post plenty development in the way I be don't do na me constituency. It go surprise you for no say some almost you get 13 view, some 11 view. Just remember way back 2018, 19, 20. But assuming na be naked picture I be post of myself, then they for don't get over thousands of view now, because that is what the social media focuses on. Waiting then they look at na negativity. Yes, in terms of fastness and accuracy, then can be the first. But when it comes to the structural reporting, for instance, an accident go occur na a road. That person where they meet the accident, always you want know, in don't take him phone, even when the vehicle go there on top of people, they suffer death, you know go say like go force for go aid, but rather go the video for cover that information there. And the worst part of that coverage they go be that person will they disseminate that information there. It may even bring come the first factor with paramount to the information when at the date. So if you notice say even an expired information go still be active on the media depending on the day where you see them. For instance, if somebody posts an accident, you say, this motor car travel go bo, we don't get accident. Now they left out. If you do the same, you will see that message day a year back or two. What will you feel like it has just happened? Now make if you notice, you see thing the way bike rider they get accident, who side problem they happen. People and bring can the incident, then they back into 2023 election. Say waiting, I say people they damage people. You know, then thing and they. Now we try for say so you waiting at the social media landscape. Yes, the information really vital where you the pass, but we want for see say going forward, let we try for see how we the structure them out. Like una your media then for instance, once una go capture information, una get for try for make sure say what really matters comes out. But the social media no get that validity there. And the other uniqueness where you look at una the mass media them. Now for make sure say for instance, even way una interview we speak bad English, una go for cut that bad English side for join the good side. And so that was where they articulate them out, it give that reality where really the people are one for you. But when it comes to the social media part, it never happens like that. So even something way minimal, that minimal thing they go out in a worse form. Let's take for instance wetin dey happen currently na the Gulf states them. You dey notice say even social media don't kill Benjamin Netanyahu when in real fact he is still alive. You dey see social media don't even destroy American warships them when in real fact that has never happened. So you dey see the mind play where they really exist. And when you dribble and down to we own municipality, when the Sierra Leone municipality, you dey notice say for instance people were tasked with responsibility in terms of government running and the other things don't embark in what social media work rather than really performing the task where they're supposed to do. For instance, a government minister we supposed for gazette and information go rather just tweet or Facebook that information there, failing to follow the due process way this information need to be gazetted for it to be legal. So in the way you look at them, you see how this effect way social media they bring come in, they really affect this country.
All right, Mikhailo, Muniru, I just want to go to that question. Government press releases, we often they see on social media before even they report on to professional groups when a media houses follow we publish them. Now this don't become a concern for Sierra Leoneans or to the world. How if you say una go able to draw the attention, being a former member of parliament, how if you say parliament will able to draw the attention of then government ministers then or officials then, let them stop for send government information first to social media rather than it's coming from the public.
Now that's really make where you notice will be passed what we call the cyber law. Because for you say government is absolutely proactive in ensuring that we meet to the upcoming demands of society. We not just be relaxed. During with time, we notice the speed at which social media they go, the effects they were associated to it. So what we do, we try for enact the cyber law for make sure say there are regulations so that when you handle the social media, you handle it with that due respect where it deserves, and you handle it with that focus of accuracy where really the people in need out there where one forget the information where you portray. So on the side of government, that don't happen. And one thing where like what you say, we don't see within the state house if they not be ratified and they quick in 2018 press release way for come out or issues where government want to take action on, bam, it don't need social media. You don't see even newspaper don't post and that very morning way for happen. You don't see usai news that they come out where people and already get an in hand before the absolutely registered media houses them go even announce them. So these are the problems where government don't see, and like what I say, government not just see and full foot and sit down, but rather we don't do enactment of laws then way once then laws and they we follow them to the latter and go by them principle and they will be able to get the curtailing message where indeed go help out. Because if not to that, like 2028 election they come, this mantra of 10 year is out there. Now the reality will be happening. What is the voting like? While the social media go forget their own form of reporting. All this now the principle way the government look at and say, okay, let's get an enactment. Let's see how we could make people aware of this enactment so that we get that sanity where we need in terms of reporting and which type of information will they take to the media.
All right, the program now Ecko Morning Show. Now, Mikhailo, APC, they appear divided attention. Meaning, when I don't get beaucoup divided attention. One, from court case, electoral justice, protests, lower level elections. Which of these will I get for really prioritize?
We know, I mean, it could seem divided attention, but that is just the reality of life. These are issues they face every day. I mean, so as a result of address theirs out there they come. We they prioritize everything equally. I mean, not in the way, not in our priority list. We not get any court case. The one that we go PPRC, we believe say then go resolve down there amicably. Secondly, the one we get for do to engagement with government.
Well, we still get court case. the Secretary General they appear court still. So that
well, I don't want to call an court case per se as if say somebody don't sue the APC.
Okay.
The Secretary General and an individual, although not the Secretary General of the party, they sue because if they're executing duty as Secretary General will agree, but then they know they distract you at all. When you say court case, why I say we not get court case until people then go feel say a party member don't take the party to court and I make her do that clarification.
Okay.
Then the PPRC would engage the Secretary General anytime the court want for appear, go appear, but that not go distract you from focusing on what to the focus on. The PPRC engagement, then that's what the law provide. The law say the first, point of contact, like party, internal mechanisms they for utilize. But if it's still not satisfied, you can go PPRC. I don't think say that in anything where they out of the law, and so the law provide. But I believe say PPRC safe because the one that we sit on at the the independent elections, management board. I mean, I think say or complaint board. I don't think say that people then we not get the required competence or rule on them matter, then they then get her. Lawyer Ibrahim Sori Naina been the chairman for the Constitutional Review Committee for APC. The constitution what they use for the 2022 constitution. So anything with inside that constitution, unto the latter. Besides that, they don't serve for many years. In fact, I've been president for Sierra Leone Bar Association. So not supposed to be, you get wealth of knowledge. Even the convention 2023, and I be the chairman of that convention. So now, person we get institutional knowledge. He sabi the law. You understand what they do. I mean, I don't feel say na mortal man. He can make mistake, but the mistake will be minimal. So I think say even if they go PPRC itself, PPRC no go say Ibrahim Sori no rule well. But at the end of the day, we just get for respect the fact say they don't go there, PPRC don't communicate to we, and we they wait for receive the correspondences of the one that we petition and for let them sit on the matter and let them give final ruling on that day. That not go distract we because even the rules, internal rules, then clearly indicates that day what for do the constitution indicator and the acts of PPRC indicator. So that day no go make we sway. With elections then still they go on a schedule, decide that we not get problems. On Saturday by God in power the party go communicate back accordingly. Decide that we PPRC say law put on hold, we go put on hold. Because we not go against the laws of the country and then they regulate the conduct of political parties.
All right, and the protests plus the electoral justice? The
engagements then they go on. You understand the APC don't meet with a lot of diplomatic missions then at the country. Quite recently, the Speaker of Parliament been get for something called the leadership. Na Parliament, where Honorable Abdul the head for let them go get a bilateral, dialogue. So that engagement they go on. We also don't see institutions that don't begin send called ECSL for let them also meet and dialogue. At the end of the day, if it is amicably resolved, then there is no need for a protest. As long as it can be addressed, the concerns raised are addressed. We forget even the moral guarantors, then get for intervene. People then get for cancel down with the APC and the government for look at the recommendations, what to do achieve, what's I challenge they, and how for address them challenges, and they move forward as a nation. We get for do all that day. As for electoral justice, now the right, then not believe say the SLPP go implement the recommendations as agreed. So now then you then they push. We respect their views. We know say they form a very significant number, and we know they trivialize them concerns. Plans and day for let the party leadership begin engage with Dr. Samura. Let's see how everybody go there on board for all move as a single unit. The divisions that the party no go yield fruits and no go burn good PK if it continue. So for say electoral justice no matter, it matter. Then concerns them justifiable and we take them very seriously. And so we go sit down and continue for dialogue with the law resolve that day.
So a supporter where they watch you right now on this program or we go for watch thereafter waiting will be the specific deadline for Mekuna able put all the elections there done and dusted, getting your party ready for 2028?
We get to a schedule. We say actually we'll be in target say by August this year. We forget National Delegates Conference now put local. But be it as it may, and considering the shifts that we don't take place, I mean that deadline they get for change. It is not sacrosanct. Because if we get lower level elections at ward, we get petitions. We don't know what thing get for happen at constituency in our district and our region. So the deadline get for continue for shift. But the assurance why they give members of the APC and the public now that we not go cross 2026 without we not get to the National Delegate Conference. Even if we not get her in August, but to the get her in 2026. While for get her in 2026, the constitution of the APC clearly indicates, say, 2 years to elections, we for don't elect the next flag bearer wey dey take we to the 2028 elections. So if we not ensure say we get this completed, it means we dey contravene we own very constitution. Secondly, the tenure of this executive be don expire. PPRC give an extension of 6 months. So this 6 months are for the expire again by August. And we expire, now the leadership na parliament, Honorable Abdulkabo the head, now then go take the party to convention. And this leadership yourself then guide them. They say each of the regions, like Eastern region, 1 member of parliament, Southern region, 1 member of parliament, the North, Northeast, and Western area, all the regions they want. So for create that balance, plus Honorable Abdulkabo when the leader, these are the people who go take the party to convention. Or for cross then deadline there.
But in that case, when I meet that criteria.
Criteria in what sense?
For the member of parliament, say we talk about.
We meet her, yes. Okay. We get member of parliament at the east, we get at the south, we get at all the regions there. Okay. Now the south we get Honorable Ben Alpha. Now the eastern region we get Honorable from Kono, and also we get all. We meet that requirement.
Mikhailo, somebody will say if we not meet this deadline till August, the member of parliament say that they don't time for it. Critics then go say so.
No, they're not.
They say go gladly for let them rule the elections.
No, they're not getting nothing for it. In fact, say them being self they got. They want for let these elections and take place. Then no one can tote a burden when it will be very difficult. Then they get for focus. They are members of parliament. Then get for focus as to how they go win them constituencies. Because if you not win the constituency, they not go re-elect you because now election at constituency level. Now they then get for vote for you for let you get a symbol back. Then get the young for contend with. Then self go which say the party meet all them deadlines. Say we get to convention done and we move on as a party. But I hope say, I mean, we as a party for realize the fact say some petitions that way not to make sense, so not for they put them forward. The one that also say justice has been shamelessly raped. We also say they don't do disservice, they don't disenfranchise. It is justifiable to petition. But also, you know, say, if they go conduct election 20 times, if they lost 20 times, if they waste the party in time if they petition. Because elections cannot be won on polling day. They need for know this. The same way then company them they register, for let them get members them, we go vote. Because at world level now open primary, anybody will get party card. In fact, the person will register the highest, now they win at that world day. Then the magic not did it. Anybody will get party card, we qualify, we fully paid up. 1 year period we Lansanadum will be in the case within this period if will be paid up until this period that person they qualify for vote. So if not then your opponents get boku people that will register, you not get boku, now your opponent go always win. I like petition 100 times and they win. But the only thing that if the process fair, somehow if they beat an election, you know say this process is fair, transparent, incredible, you know the petition. Now that would the push say for all elections, the process for be credible, for be fair, for be transparent. If the party tell you say this na the holds, na the holds. If the party tell you say if somebody can vote, you look na the voter register, that person name the even if in party card not be available, but he count another card who they identify, you see in face. Because everybody in face they will put all my in face. In name and in word and in constituency.
So this trip not to fall or
no, what they say? No, the voter register.
Okay.
All my face they. When you go there, they see if you know Elizabeth, they see your face. Elizabeth Kefwe Gembe. I know they say in fact you not a member of a party, but I just give example if I'm a board honorable Muniru Lansan herself. Name go there, face go there. Then go watch and then go correct.
All right, Mikhailo, somebody go say you don't just make a mention that elections are not won on the polling day. Critics where they watch you out there go feel like say una for don't play una homework whilst minding the electoral process now one by one. You say don't shoot yourself in the head.
No, not
by saying elections are not won on polling day.
Yeah.
So why the APC as a political party not go begin man this election process man to man? When they cry now, say this not for happen. When they protest, do you think 2028 we can at that time when I want win the elections?
Okay, so I be really no one for talk about national issues.
No,
I don't
not
want
national
focus
issues.
on APC.
It's still about elections.
Yeah.
It's still about the
I be don't want focus on APC, but we not shoot yourself now the photo. In fact, what they do now for prevent any issue in 2028, if we say we get issue the chief electoral commissioner, we not want to let them form a conspiracy for rig. Now that make we say so. If we say census for be conducted on time because the law is 24 months before the elections, if we don't get the senior census data, if you know the deadline pass, we know they use it again. The constitution, the laws them very clear. Now make we put to foot down on Boku thing because no say elections are not run on polling day. Polling day now for go cast your vote. But wetin dey happen during boundary delimitation? Wetin dey happen during voter registration? Wetin dey happen during the drawing up of electoral laws? Wetin dey happen in the appointment of commissioners? So all of them things and then they culminate to rigging elections. So now that make we when a political scientists them, we believe say they win elections on polling day, and that anything we get an iota of doubt for taint the credibility of the electoral process with the challenger as it starts. Now in the APC they do so. Maybe in the previous elections we trivialize a lot of things. In the previous elections, this government been out midterm census. APC do all thing, APC boycott the census. You get UNDP, you get the EU, then get issues with them, then challenge the Ministry of Finance, World Bank and others. Then Isvandi was Minister of Finance. He writes the government get the money for fund, then they go ahead. Although some development partners and with all technical and financial support, they went ahead. The APC did not protest, we just boycott. That affected us because at the end of the day, government count that data they use them for the elections. We say they say Kenema populate past return. The justification of that, them input select people, then go for go, let them consent and then boycott, then not go for go content. So the data where they get, now they deal with. The population where they give it for Waterloo, me no say Western rural district, the population where they Boku pass within the midterm census say. I know that they. You understand? The justification where government give, you need to go type us in throat for go content. The one that will make themselves available and then count. So we get issues with Dandy because we'll be left and for let it just happen. At the end of the day, government come back, you say, now proportional representation, where the constitution very clear say now first past the post we for use. Proportional representation we go use that if the country in crisis. We left Sudan government get away with proportional representation. All Dandy now be systematic step to rigging the 2023 elections. We as political scientists be know Dandy, we be raise their issues and they, you understand? But the party be agree. At the end of the day, we go into all of that. They will we can't complain. Because we be know the outcome. Some of we be preempt the outcome. Say if it this and this and this happen, this time will be the end result. So we now don't decide say it should not happen again. So what do they do? It is not shooting ourselves on the foot, but rather now for ensure say we prevent and for let it not happen. We know say we now want people in this country. Elizabeth, the country is small. I be they listen social media, just like how Honorable Muniru be they say some people are really misguided. I see one gentleman how they say for this country, Lord divide them. Lord take the Southeast, let APC then take. You cannot divide Sierra Leone because the country is small. We connected either by marriages, we connected by religions. A lot of ways they are connected. You cannot divide the country. So the only thing for do for manage, for the resolve there with petty issues there and look at the bigger picture. But then social media outbursts, then there's some people that really misguided. The Cybercrime Act they way for regulate. But within the Cybercrime Act focus on more. Now I think say when you attack somebody in personality, use the media for bully person, one for take advantage. The social media, they allow a lot of people to do things that were not necessary. Yes, if you use the social media for pass information, for educate, for inform, for entertain, but not for mislead. Them particular information and then misleading, at least we forget way for guide and conduct and they.
When as much as you there for talk about your party, in that case, how you feel say we go able guide them?
We get the cybercrime law. At least we for look
but
at
most of them people are waiting to them here. Some of them they overseas. Some of them we know Google trace them not through Facebook.
The social media is hard for control really, but there has to be a way of controlling it. It's hard for control, especially in a capitalist state. This not to a communist state, this not to a socialist state. In communist states, like China and other places, they know how they control. In socialist states, they know how they control the social. But this is not a capitalist state. Musa will say this is not democracy, freedom of expression. Everybody get the right to information. You get the right, for express yourself. But you get for doing guidedly. You get for doing in a situation where they inside the public. You get for doing in a situation one great statement. We don't see circumstances in which one statement don't lead to tribal war. We don't see circumstances in which one statement don't lead to civil war. We don't see circumstances in which the influence of the media don't put catastrophe in some countries, so a lot of people die when not supposed to die. So we really need for understand as citizens and Sierra Leoneans say, not to all kind of statement for the make and social media at all.
All right, Moniru, Honorable Moniru, now we don't see AI pictures and audios and then they become more public and some man they look at and say it real. I remember Zainab Sheriff, when he did a court, they make so much in a way that when you see them, it look real. This don't become tormenting to the newspaper, the one the way they do newspaper. And not only them, so also the full mass media house. How you feel say this could be curtailed so far?
Well, like how I rightly say, there are laws. If somebody they read, if you take section 13, 14, 15 of the Cybercrime Act, it prescribe exactly the thing they have for you. And like what they say, we fear now the negativity aspect of not only in terms of individual, like way my brother they say na in the real focus, but it's also for the country. For instance, that person we don't gets that belief, like what we call in law pre-arrest and arrest. Where the pre-arrest they try to talk about the belief where you don't get say this person don't do a crime or is about to do a crime. When I give you the law for or mandate for sure say that person there you bring them to book, you don't get that conviction. They say that for happen. Then the law they give you the right for make sure say you arrest them and bring them to law. But in this situation, what they try for say now. You look at an individual, I don't commit a crime, which the belief and faith don't say commit the crime. What thing they happen? It take to the social media, it bring come an account on Ion. Then at the end of the day, when the real matter comes up, people and in a way they forget about the real aspect. Let's say for instance, Munio has committed a crime, whereby all the interpretation fall within the definition of what a crime is. Then at the end of the day, then give me my first right when an invitation for can respond to what I don't say I not come. Then a warrant comes out. Then at the end of the day, the warrant they come for tell you say they don't give you right, you not get them. And when that warrant comes out, waiting they happen, you will be now taken by force when you are discovered. And because of that, waiting they happen, you get certain rights the way they restrict from you. And the rights, for instance, for like way we use with sister as a case study, it in a court now, then deny a bail. On the social media aspect, they're looking at freedom or whatever way they're going to describe. But to the law they look at and say that person straightly becomes waiting a flight risk. Why? Because they don't get under in liberty for come and say, okay, these were the statements you made. How could it be looked at? Like when we Secretary General, for instance, for APC, in our way, they bring and come 1, 2. Then grant and bail. Why? Because he's not of any flight risk any longer. But let's look at LA issue and with sister. If then we allow LA, where was he going? It was like leaving the country until he was captured at what? The airport. So now then thing they how they look at. So now make because we preempt say things like this will happen, laws were already established. Now make even when it comes to content creation, where 15, 16 they talk about under the Cyber Act, it gets description where you content where you create not for in any way cause any mayhem. Like for instance, we don't see people that create content where they mimic a president, calling the president's name on a dog. These are all not good examples for a society where we try for reform, for a society where don't come from a devastating rebel war. We want to see a society where we want to have that active participation in the landscape, because democracy, like when we gotta say, we're not in a capitalist state or communist state, but we are in a democratic state. But the thing with democracy, people are more focused on what? Their rights rather than their responsibilities. And the moment we begin for focus and responsibilities, then waiting to happen, we begin shape out the things that they put. For instance, it will not serve well for you as a honorable member. You get a right for go serve in a parliament, yet you not go to parliament, but you didn't have social media. They dictate through the online parliament reporting what you want other people to say or how you want parliament to function. So you begin to see the irony around the issues there. Or you na council representative, you fail for going to council, yet when something happen, you want to dictate what should happen. These are all the errors where we believe say this discussion today, it's about Sierra Leone celebrating 65 years. Like I've been listening to one of the icon yesterday in this very media when I joined early. what can we boast with? What can we showcase? And how do we plan moving forward? And if we plan for move forward on the positive ground, what we go for do? One, we go for do what we call rebranding. If you look at what's in the happen now, we sister country in Tory Day, for instance. The first concept we don't develop now rebranding. How everything concerning waiting that country day, they portray in a good light. But so we, even the passport ban, now me and you cause and why? Because we got for post issues where no really pertinent to the development of Sierra Leone. And if we continue to do that, it's going to affect everybody. Now we get journey people way really want go for go study. They don't deny them that right. They then get the acceptance letter them from the university them, but waiting the embassy not give them the right for go study. So that it tell you say we need for refrain for them posting their way really not good for the image of this country. And the one they post way would they try for give a real definition of disseminating the information. What do we need for do? We need for get that version the way people and go really know say yes, this information you mean for pass a real message. Because if you look at, for instance, the definition way one great writer do what they call David Olson, a famously defined social media for say social media not to a media at all. Now it's just a key for listen, engage, and build relationship, which serve as a fundamental philosophy for any reporting dashboard. You see, so in define social media as a means of what? Interaction, a means of dissemination. But when you disseminate the information there, one, try by all means say, for instance, date. Let's say you meet an accident today. When you take your phone, the first thing, oh, today the 1st of April, I travel on along this road, I don't meet this accident. So you impossible don't travel this morning, make sure you check on them. At the end of the day, you see the shape. So that person will listen or watch that video day way back after this particular date, gonna say no, this is the video attend to and done, rather than you bringing it as something fresh.
All right, the program now Ecko Morning Show. Are they inside the studio with Mikhailo Payambakruma as the head for X Out? Mikhailo, are you still interested in the PRO position? If yes, when would they expect your elections for be slated?
Yes, I am just receiving endorsements. I sit here. This is just one. This is from. This is just one. This is from an executive member. This is Tony Konomani. I have just received this one.
Show the camera. Let us see.
This one. You see, post on Facebook. You see, my choice. Tony Konomani, they part of the regional executive now, the Eastern delegates.
Okay.
You get for vote by the convention. So I am receiving those endorsements on a daily basis. Yes, I am running, and the people are interested in me serving in that position. That is why I have maintained a very good working relationship with Comrade Sidia Tunis, who is my brother and is the head of the media at our party. And I think INSESF go gladly for us succeed them because he go elect somebody we go deliver for the party. All the one them we interested for compete. They are also very competent individuals. But at the end of the day, I go bring them all together along for a formidable team for work for the APC. All
right, now this could be my last question actually to try for X Out. So the supporter where they feel disappointed in your party and by extension the process how it they go, which confidence you go give them this morning that indeed All People's Congress with all this jammot here and there, una go still move on and people go see una in governance, and not only that, the 2028 elections una go succeed and get una heart desire.
Yeah, this not for come as a surprise. No political party, not the way the whole convention we issues the no go day. I remember the time we KKY been day SLPP, where SLPP whole convention, if I go na court about 30-something constituencies, it's a let the Ridwan. At the end of the day, where the Ridwan, the people that will be winner, they win back. Because then get the numerical strength for win. If Vex, you go from NGC, SLPP, no worry, then go ahead and they still win the elections. So this, come out, don't see, a lot of political parties that they get issue go PPAC, then commodity song, even Vex, then go na court. But at the end of the day, as long as they are resolved, they are formidable and they are together, they can win an election. So all waiting the happen, so not for be a surprise to we members in IPC. The one them back we go PPAC, I mean, them back not to, let not see that as bad people them. Maybe they're not satisfied with the ruling we then give at the Independent Elections Complete Board. But me no say no more the one that we sit down, they will take that decision day. Lawyer Ibrahim Sori, I mean, it go make mistake, but it's not easy. Lawyer Osman Suri Akamara Oskam, these are people with the integrity, then they intact. not to people where they allow people them for sway them, then go only rule in the position of the law, according to the position of the law. They not go rule based on individual sentiment. So even if they go PP accident, sit down at the same outcome, then get forget. So I believe say it is important. You can send a petition to PPRC, but if you see say no, but this not make sense, you can still withdraw. PPRC no go tell you say power if you can't sit down. So the advice, the one that we don't send petitions to PPRC, I mean, let them sit down some party stakeholders and let them advise accordingly. Are available if you possible. I'll sit down. I can sit down and look at the petition and also advise you. Sometimes he advise you says allow withdraw, allow the party for go on, because we need this. We need for really get the elections they are done. As for 2028, will they win with an overwhelming majority? Even though my brother Honorable Muniru Lansana no go agree with me, but I believe they will they win, because we get the numerical strength, we get the strategy, we get the resources. We don't put Boko money together for win the next elections. Because today they be the laugh we say we don't even count t-shirt them. These people they count more than 100 container t-shirt them. We go get with billboards there all over the place, and we go campaign with we possible we get for elects across the country. All sides we go go. And at the end of the day, we go want let the elections be peaceful, transparent, and credible.
The program now Ecko Morning Show. We take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will continue with Honorable Muniru Lansana. I want to stay tuned.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable.
Hi, welcome back. The program now Ecko Morning Show. We're live inside the studio with Honorable Muniru Lansana, a former member of Parliament. We come for law. We discuss how social media don't shape the nation and some of the advantage and disadvantage for waiting they go on. So, Honorable, back to you. Politicians now believe say the media now for shape things then out for them, and some they even pay bloggers for let them project them. That's not a good message where people then really glad it. But to others, then they feel say this could create more wrong information than indeed the right information where the public need for now.
Indeed, now that the worry something, just like what we say, that blogger will not get any professional training, with all due respect to them, then get a work for make sure say they disseminate. But when it comes to the training, they not get a professional training. All they've done is they know how to operate the Android phones them, can just resort to anything anyhow as long as they are paid. Because at the end of the day, they not get that ability for able waiting we call decipher news from non-news. Like for instance, I will tell me brother AKK where it send message na Facebook usa we all can discuss generally. And this message will talk about Umaru Fofana not reporting certain things. And if you look, Umaru Fofana is a trained journalist, in fact, a well-experienced journalist. You don't expect him to just take every kind of a news to the media just like that because it just no. It got to make sure say whatever news it carries get real content where people or the world who say the report when a BBC interested in listening to it. But if you go for instance of what is happening in Guinea, who say the people they try for fix up the particular structure within the country in terms of the number of people residing there and the legality of their residence, then in that process Sierra Leoneans are affected. You only that become a news, then you go attack a journalist, say what has happened to him, then the unprofessionality begins. That is where some of we they ask questions, because that man know in responsibility, he know in functions, and waiting the governor. If you take, for instance, we brought a Kamayeba way they out now. In fact, him don't become the hottest social media individual. Where at the end of the day, even where realities are happening, he turns them towards negativity. Now I make this not the thing there. If you look at we brother, we can normally report on the fuel issue. When Donald Trump recognized with president, where some people we don't see that this country who say where president go get dinner no more with another president in America. We see how them blow that out of proportion without any benefit we Salon gets at the end of the day. But if you listen to we brother where they talk on fuel, what he say thanks Mr. President for having been recognized by the world #1 president, but use this opportunity now, one, to discuss with him your ban in terms of it's a leverage on it. Yes, the leverage on this goodwill where you don't get now. Then kind of thing, and then we want to see how people go tap on whatever goodies where they drop down and try for transform them goodies, and they count your advice where you think say once approved for this advice, if it is used, then there is the tendency for more positivity to come up. Now then kind of thing they are one see rather than individual. In fact, people and then now way they turn that particular thing, they say na AI creation. So it tells you there are people who will never want to see good for this country. But Mohamed Bangura, will be the APC by then, where we former president Anis Baikoma just get a dinner with Barack H. Obama then. Oh my God, it was a whole month media discussion in all media houses. Now that kind name then they will want to see. So when positive things happen, let's try to see how we make those positive. In the negativity, we go for decipher. This is negative. If I send it out, what image will it have not only to the individual but to my country? If somebody gets a bike accident, you decide for post that accident day as a political destruction, what happened to that person. One thing where you put the country at, now that you put the country to the donor partners, international partners, as a bad country, a country we know recognize what we call human rights and other values. And when the report drops, what thing they happen? You see say instead of Sierra Leone increasing, Sierra Leone will be decreasing in terms of the conditionalities where they go put for make sure say then conditionality, if you don't meet them, you not go hit this mark. And now look at the MCC for instance. Now because we win most of them parameters there, now make they able to tell we say Sierra Leone is now eligible for a compact. But if all what we post is not good, for instance, the mayoral aspect what they talk about, different views they don't come. But the difficulty is people and even go to the law, read what the law says, and come out to say that this is what the law says. Now, for instance, if when the discussion with the governor asked me, if APC is not in council, is the 18 councillors going to wait till APC comes back before the function? So answer to this question, they begin to tell we say yes. When we want to use the media, we need to use the media in a well-balanced nature. Usai, one, we get a responsibility for make sure say we shift the information then where most popular politicians and today we don't get their own problem. Now on their grounds then they because Usai then can sit on a room with them few boys then they talk privilege talk. Somebody don't video, pam, that video don't go out. Waiting they happen. Now your own problem don't happen. So like look at this over for instance where Kadi Kai. He was just in a single room, Usai go cry begging, Usai phone talk with the car. I say Abo, Salo if now WhatsApp for account and generate. But at the end of the day, when short a message go out because it was not filtered, professionalism was not expressed in it, they not try for know which one for go out and which one not for go out, they get up about unnecessary problem. Even when you look at waiting and calling law, the intent, you know, we get any intention for uttering short a statement, but rather because that information they don't go out, it will get a serious punishment through the office of the national security and that of CID. Now then kind of thing they are some of we they frown at. We now we are celebrating 65 years. I make reference to me daddy will be there yesterday when I'm an icon where I follow up yesterday to full. It try to tell we where have we come from and where are we heading to. He's not an old man, but it try for later line for say as youth coming up, we get responsibility. One, we responsibility now for make sure say we rebrand Sierra Leone in that nature whose patriotism they outshine
whatever thing we want for do. And the next thing where the social media don't take now the job market. Many people they look at and say, yes, social media is creating more space, but the space is decreasing another value. What's in the value? That's somebody who don't go study in a university for years because he one can't get that professional camera shot for an audience within a studio. He want get that filtered information. You don't take him out of job because by the time your news they come out, you not get that wait any longer because let's say like yesterday president was commissioning certain building, the VP was commissioning certain buildings. The social media don't dominate even before the real media that they come for carry report them. You dey notice say what will you be reporting again? Where that social media don't give good pictorial evidence of waiting don't recovered because he gets an Android phone of standardized nature. But when the real media come for carry explain waiting, then go for count certain fact. What is the detail in terms of that particular news, whether blogger or social media influencer not go forget that time there at all. So within this time we go to the election. Now I make like what I say, I want to use this 65 and 66 year celebration when I go take we into electioneering process for she say we use the media landscape for shape we report in nature, because if not to that you go see ordinary box where then go the pull na motocar for kego na polling station. Somebody will be videoing that as what? As electoral malpractice. And where at the end of the day, the person where then go give that information, they where you say now go court, and not go to a court. Well, the layman where go in a corner now go say waiting. They don't thief for election back. Problem for them. So now make could they try for use this opportunity that now we have a time. How can we educate our media users so that we know not only when somebody, when I the person responsibility for take the box from the motorcar to wait into the polling station, and after the vote, it take the polling station back to the motorcar. Because remember, after the voting, they go for put all the ballot paper back into the ballot box. Somebody now will video that ballot box. They say, hey, look at the ballot paper, they tip so. When in real or factual line, the person just they try for take the ballot box from the station to what? To the car for Krango, who side them for go pack them.
At the tally center.
Na the tally center. But that will not be the message that will be going out. So that blogger or social media influencer, we don't capture them. Wait till they capture. They capture the motorcar and the station where the person not pull out. It just they capture that space between who side the person, let's say, certain a small hill they claim before you go reach inside the motorcar park. Pam. Then they don't go. They say, look, this man they run away with ballot box. These are the things where we not want for see. We want for make sure say when we get the issue layer, we able to fix them up well.
All right, in that case, what will be a specific advice to the one then where they cause dentia and una lawmakers and to Papa government where get for be the head of all this wahala if it cannot the nation?
Well, my specific advice now for make sure say yes, we develop the first mantra when a patriotism, because when somebody they report, if that person is patriotic, it gets parameters the way it take into consideration. One part of the parameters will be this thing that I'm sending out. Will it be good for the image of my country? What damage will I be causing to the individual that this message will be portrayed against or in favor of? So once that person they look at them parameters and there you know exactly what thing for do. So now make me advice to them media users Diana for make sure say one, they able prioritize the country as first priority. Two, they not use all information or past event for come cascade them into the election we go for come as electoral malpractices or electoral damages we don't happen. So if we do that, I believe say we get a better election and we get a better Sierra Leone.
The program now Ecko Morning Show. Plenty thank you to on our way watch. I go read few messages and we'll call the program a hot. The first one we'll go read for Honorable. Fortunately, Honorable ain't the only one waiting at the studio. Payamba don't left for another engagement. We appreciate him for his presence this morning. How can young people avoid being manipulated by false narrative online? And the other one say, do politicians sometimes use social media to deliberately spread propaganda? What practical steps can the government take to combat fake news without limiting free speech? Honorable Muniru Lansana, do you believe social media is doing more harm than good to national development? Why? These are the other ones, they're not all now. Honorable Muniru Lansana, how can social media be better used to promote unity and national development? Then the other one they all now for Mikhailo, but Mikhailo not on the studio, so I'm not gonna read them out. They go check and answer. So Muniru, that now some of the answers.
Yes, I tell the Texans and plenty thank you. That also say communication is taking place and interaction absolutely they go on. And the person where they say waiting government they do for COP, like what I tell the person or the listeners out there, there's already a law. But the problem we can get the moment those laws are taken, then people they begin say, hey, this government they try for kill the space in terms of media reporting. That's not the case. We just want to see a sanitized society where people that are engaging in the media landscape are doing it better. And the other text where they say whether social media they cause more harm than good. It all boils around how it is done. For instance, the danger we they see in even when you look at me own party, for instance, the social media users don't be divided into what we call individual support groups. So you notice say even to themselves, if this person posts a message, this person will be going against it. If this person posts a message, though at the end of the day, we all gear towards what one focus when I disseminate the good message relating to the deliveries of SLPP. But because that blogger they in the interest of this person, waiting will happen. That message they go for be tantered on, that message they go for be spotted on. So it creates that divide. So to me, in as much as social media they impact society greatly, but at the ask that we begin use them in that sense of responsibility. So that sense of responsibility go to shape with patriotic knowledge them and make sure say we don't just post, we post with the value. Like what I put example where I start on accidents. When I know my biggest problem where I can get in terms of reporting, because the day when you see the message, now that day they feel say this incident will happen. Why? Because the reporter not ever indicates any date, neither indicates the time, but rather it just the report say accident don't happen at Bokenemagodo, it don't happen at Makenigodo, with no defined time where the accident don't happen. So 2-3 years back down the line, you see that same message and things say waiting. It's a factual message because the day where you see them now it become news for you. If you be don't see them before, now only we don't say na the media landscape. Now we're gonna say no, this is a old news because we don't see certain factors them or occurrence that we don't happen in that video. They will not say no, this na past video. So these are the ways we are looking at it, and we are encouraging our young brothers and sisters who are now using it as a means of survival to make sure they use it well and practice patriotism, so that when we come to the 2028 election, when at the very critical election, SLPP don't put all the gadgets and continue for hard for make sure say we maintain the leadership. They not go and use the media and tell people and say now 10 years they want they are no agree and then begin video box them way genuinely they do their work and say na election SLPP the thief.
Program na Ecko Morning Show. Plenty thank you to our studio guests. When I say on a message, of course, plenty thank you to other messages that don't come. But time don't beat we now. So we former member of parliament. We tell them plenty thank you. You will be part of this conversation. Tomorrow is another day. As Good Friday they come, Easter Sunday. Let we enjoy responsibly and be sure we not do anything we go create problem for the both school boys. As Fatima Biodon send a warning to we. Side chicks, be sure. No go off the limit or cross the boundary. Plenty thank you to we studio engineer and the camera operator and to all who will be part of this conversation. My name is Elizabeth Kifwegembe. Unatata.
Me fambulem na salon. Ecko Media TV don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform salon people. Me fambulem una aduo, una cabo and kusheo. Ecko Media Online TV.com, yeah, so far we hello. We dey connect every voice and inside where you dey like na home and a brother. Bringing development, Ecko Media we strive for the best. We unify, sensitize and inform everyone. Hey, yeah. We get political discussions, entertainment and sports if we get. The money sessions, Ecko Morning Show. We dey bring up to you. For development, nomination. Independent media house. We dey so and we dey strong. Ecko Media TV. For development. waiting they happen. Now we country alone. We they give you the news. Wait for the use. We also they talk about waiting they happen. Now the media defeating the lies of the fake people. Religious discussions, newspaper review, we go bring all the hot topics where you want for no.